Welcome back, everyone. This is the American Dream Business Roundtable, and I'm Greg Noe, and my co-host Kathryn Raaker, and we're talking with Anthony Watson, who has come up with a very interesting product, bed bug eliminator, and apparently the same formula works for various kinds of bugs to either repel them, kill them on contact, kill their larvae on contact. That's eco-friendly. You can put it on your skin and it won't burn. And as we just found out, it smells okay.
It smells very nice, almost like soap. Mm-hmm. I would compare it to soap. Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to
refreshing.
Mm-hmm. So it's not going to conflict with your perfume, or anything.
No, it wouldn't conflict with your perfume. Yeah. And I think that's what most women, want. But the idea that it won't hurt children or pets is so appealing, especially with little kids, especially during the summertime with mosquitoes, because kids get really bit up, right?
That's right.
Especially in the southern states, where there's a lot of water, like New Orleans, in Miami. So. And then when you have standing water, that's where mosquitoes breed, right?
That's right.
I wonder what would happen if you sprayed this on the top of that standing water. That would keep the mosquitoes from...
Well, it's a larvicide, and of course the mosquitoes lay their eggs in water.
Right.
And so the headlines are with Florida, for instance, with the Zika virus and that sort of thing. They're having a tough time finding the right type of insecticide for those mosquitoes, largely because this mosquito is very resilient. Aegyptus electi is very resilient, but the biggest thing is that there's been they tend to get resistant to a lot of the insecticides. We know they're not resistant to this. One of the things with the mosquito is that we are going to go do independent testing at the University of Kentucky.
Wow.
And one of the top entomologists in the country, we sent him an NDA so he would know we could talk about the ingredients. And the question he asked was that, are you testing this in Brazil? And we said, not yet.
Right.
So Brazil is the only country that's actually using the ingredients, the patented ingredients we're using in this product today.
Wow, that's great.
I'd like to get to learn more, because I know that you're producing this yourself primarily right now.
In your kitchen,
because that's one of the things that our team is working on, is finding other production facilities. But I'm having a hard time envisioning this production setup that you have. I understand it's in your basement. And,
right.
Well, and you've
I was pretty close, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were.
And you've got 16 elves and 3 trolls down there just working day and night, filling these bottles full of chemicals.
Right. Well, a lot of people will go down in their basement, and maybe they'll do woodworking, or they'll, watch football and drink beer. Not me. I go and experiment on insects.
You're an inventor. Right?
And so that's what I do, and that's what I did, and that's how I came up with the formulation, and it's actually produced in my basement. I've got big drums down there, and we produce it, just step by step. And my wife is taking her basement, but she's not, she's not real happy about that. But we can produce about anywhere from 15,000 bottles in the basement, and then we have an off-site factory where we can start production from 15,000 to 50,000, and then we have another facility in Cleveland that we can produce millions.
Because that's important. Because when people see the show or they hear about this, and there's a network out there called Women Network that it can go viral in a few minutes. I think Ellie Grenier would love this. And I work with John Hurley, as seen on TV, and I think he would love this, and I think she would love it too.
Now, are the Women's Network that you're talking about, that's just called a telephone, right?
No, it's called a network. It's not a telephone. It's a text. It's Facebook.
Oh, it's something more formal than just a mere telephone.
No.
Okay.
If I put this on Facebook tomorrow, I think we'd get a lot of orders.
No, that's great.
Do you know what I think? Because I think it's something that everybody's looking for.
Yes.
There's nothing else out there like it.
Right.
And people are always looking for eco-friendly.
Right.
Eco-friendly. And they want something that's affordable.
Right.
And that's what is important. I just want to spray this all over my whole body at
I'm
this
glad to
point,
hear that.
because it's the kind of thing that I'm so afraid of when I go out, especially, and there's mosquitoes out there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're going out at night is when they're real fun.
Right. In the morning and at night, dawn and dusk is when they're worse.
That's right. And people that are working outside, like landscapers, I can't even imagine. This would be such a wonderful product for them as well. Anybody that works
if we can
outside.
get awareness in Florida,
Right.
this is, like as I said, most of the insecticides, if you've seen the headlines, are just resistant. Mosquitoes are resistant to the current insecticides they're using. They're not resistant to this, but just getting it out there and is a marketing. I'm a registered nurse, so I'm not a marketer. I'm an inventor.
Well, and I understand that we've been talking because of the season and all, and the Zika, and we've been talking mostly about the mosquito version of this. And I want to get back to the bedbug version of this, because occasionally when I drive someplace, I'll see all kinds of mattresses sitting out by the curb. Well, first of all, we need to know that the trash man isn't going to pick those up, but it just goes to show what it's much more than an inconvenience. You know, mattresses and all that, it costs hundreds of dollars.
Or any kind of sofa or any kind of
all these
product
kinds
they
of
go
things.
into.
And I guess they've thrown in the towel, so to speak, and they've decided that it's easier just to get a new one,
Right.
rather than try and solve the problem with the old one.
Right.
But it's such an expensive problem and such a nuisance. I remember when I was in college, I ended up bringing in the old kind of bugs, cockroaches, and those were the terrible thing back in my day. And I remember this process I had to go through, covering everything I owned in plastic in my garage
Well, it's
and
the
setting
same
up
thing
a
with-
bomb.
Yeah, it was bed bugs are
they're
even
terrible.
worse.
Yeah,
they're
they're
worse
worse.
because what happens is, especially if it's an apartment building or a hotel, they have to deal with it all the time. If you noticed on any of the travel sites or whatever, there's now a thing about bed bugs. Do you have bed bugs?
Right.
People are looking on. No, seriously.
It's interesting you mentioned that, because in one of my businesses, I've had contact with the Visitors Bureau, which there's managers of hotels they put us in touch with, and they have code words. Because they don't want to mention bed bugs in
That's
public,
right.
so they call them Bobby Browns.
Do you know what I
Right.
do? I look, the minute I walk into a hotel, because I'm a travel agent as well, I take the sheets off, walk around the bed, look at the mattress everywhere.
I've been told that little lacing right around
That's
the
right,
mattress
that's where
is
they
where
walk.
they love to
That's
hang out.
right.
love that.
That's
They
where they
love
hang out. That's where they hang
So
out.
if I sprayed that mattress, would it do what I
kill
think
them?
it would
Yeah,
do?
it would. But again, one of the things that the way we wanted to formulate this product is to form a barrier around you, so that you could go anywhere.
Right.
Now, will it kill the bug on contact? Absolutely. It penetrates that very tough exoskeleton of the bed bug, and actually causes a neurotoxic. Basically, gives the bed bug a heart attack.
Oh, good. And on that note, what's the name of your business again?
It is Ace Healthy Products, and the website is www.acehealthyproducts.com. Phone number is 866-891-5338.
And please give your website again.
Mine is the Edgar Allen Group, EDGARALLEN group.com.
And we'll be right back after these important messages on the American Dream Business Roundtable.